Okay, so I just wanted to put a disclaimer out. The lighting was really bad in my video. Like, it was going up and then, like, it was good towards the beginning of the video, and then towards the end, it was just going up and down, like, bright, and then going back to dull. So I'm really sorry about that, guys, but I hope you guys still got the gist of, like, my makeup and, like, my contouring and all that stuff. But as you guys can see, the makeup is beat, y'all. Look at that highlight. Please don't play. But I'm gonna try to on part 2, I'm really gonna try to have better lighting so you guys can see everything. But I still hope you guys enjoy the video, and love you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kayla M. So today I'm back with another type of video. I'm gonna be doing my updated drugstore, affordable drugstore makeup tutorial. A lot of you guys be commenting on my makeup in my other videos, so I thought, oh, why not do a tutorial to show you guys how I do it. All these products I'm going to be using are drugstore products. These are the products I first started to use when I started to learn how to do my makeup. So these are all the products I'm going to be using today. So these are affordable. All these products are less than, most of these products are less than $10. So they're really affordable. They're really good products. So I'm going to show you guys how you can achieve a flawless makeup natural beat with just using drugstore products. Disclaimer, like I said in my first video, I am not a professional makeup artist. I literally just started to learn how to do my makeup, so some areas are going to be stronger than others, so don't judge me. But yeah, let's get started. I'm going to talk throughout most of the video, and then some parts I'm just going to fast forward so you guys can see how I do everything. But usually when I start off my makeup, so you always want to start makeup off on a clean face. So this is a clean face. I only have Vaseline on my lips because I don't like doing makeup on my lips. That's nasty. But I have no makeup on, nothing, just my lashes on, and that's about it. So I usually start off with my eyes first. So I start off with my brows. So my brow pencil, I'm going to leave all the products that I use down below in the description with the links and everything so you guys can see like all my shades and everything like that. So I'm going to show most of the products. Some of them I might forget, but like I said, go to the description down below and I will show you guys all the products I'm going to use. So starting off with my brows, I'm using the e.l.f. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys probably see it. But this is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I only use the like the spoolie part to kind of like brush out my brows. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my mirror. So yeah, I just use the spoolie part to brush on my brows. And then I use, to fill in my brows, I use this Wet n Wild brow pencil that I got from Five and Below. And this is the shade Pretty in Mink. I like using pencils on my brows because I think they just like work good. I really do want to try like the using a dip powder on my brow one day though, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and see how that works on my brow. So yeah, I basically just go in and fill in my brows and fill in any spots that needs to be filled in. And then once, I always like use my spoolie and like blend all my blend like the pencil in with my eyebrows and everything, so it will look like all, you know, it'll look natural and look all mushed together, basically. Okay, I personally don't like thick eyebrows. I like my eyebrows looking really natural. It's to your personal preference, however you like your eyebrows, but I don't fill my eyebrows in a lot because I just don't like having bulky eyebrows. That's just not me. So next, I'm gonna use my eyebrow. I'm gonna use my eyebrow like brush to kind of like blend it in and conceal it out. Let me go for my brush out 1 second. All right, so this is the brush I use to conceal it all out. I use the flat part. I use the flat part to kind of like even it out. And then for my concealer, I use my concealer in Toffee, the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is the shade Toffee. And this is what I use to even it out and like conceal it. So you just put like a dab like that on the tip and then just go like across the top. like to bring my concealer straight across so it can have like that even out effect. And if I have any excess from the first eye, I usually bring it onto my second eye. Yeah, just like, and then whatever excess you have, just rub it on your forehead. It's okay, it's gonna blend out. And your concealer to do your brows does not have to be the same shade. Well, personally, I don't like to use like the same shade as my skin on my brows. I like to use either a lighter complexion or something, you know, just not my skin complexion, because I feel like it makes it look better. Like that. And then I'm just gonna do it to the second eye. And then I use a small blending brush like this, and I just tap out the excess concealer that's on there. So like the excess concealer that I couldn't get with the brush, I tap it out with the sponge, because the sponge usually blends it out better than like the brush will. And then I always bring the concealer on my eyelids, so that way everything will kind of be like even out. So these are how my brows are looking so far. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like my brows are what I struggle with the most when it came to learning how to do my makeup. Like that was a part like I could not get to see myself. Like I will start off good, and then by the end of my makeup they'll be like two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I'm still struggling with, to be honest. But you know, practice makes perfect. Yeah, so I just keep on practicing my brows, to be honest, and I know I'll eventually get them. All right, you can conceal the bottom of your eyes, but for today's look, I don't think I'm gonna conceal the bottom of my eyes. I'm gonna try something new with you guys, because I never did this before. So I'm not gonna conceal the bottom of my eyes and see how it comes out. All right, so for my eyes, I don't like to do, since it's just like a natural, you know, flawless makeup routine, I'm going to do like a soft beat. So all I do is I take my eyeshadow brush. Well, first you want to conceal your eyes. Let's conceal our eyes first. So do like the same concealer I use for my eyebrows. I do like a dab like this on my eyes, and then I just blend that out. You always want to conceal your eyes before you put any eyeshadow on it, because it makes the eyeshadow pop more. And it just makes your eye look blended with the rest of your face. If you don't conceal with the rest, if you don't conceal your eyelids with the rest of your face, like your eyelids will be looking light, and then the rest of your face will be looking the makeup color. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Okay, and for my eyes, all I do is I use brown. That gives me like a natural, you know, flawless look. So I use my True Complexion contour palette, and this is the shade Dark to Deep. I use this middle color right here. This is the sculpting color, so I use this middle color right here, and I just add that to the top of my eyelids, and that's all I do for my eyes. And in the end, it gives you like a really flawless, like brown look after you add, like, you know, your highlight and everything else like that. It gives you like a really nice, pretty look. So you just want to put that all over basically like the crease of your whole like eyelid. And it's okay if it gets out here, because I'm gonna show you guys how I conceal it to make it look, you know, sharp at the end. So you just add it to, you're gonna add it to the second side as well. And that's all I do for my eyelids. So this is just all I do, and I just go back and forth and make sure all the the colors are even on both sides. All right, so once you have your brown on the both sides, like once you have like the color, like the same shade on both sides, because you also want to make sure your two eyelids match. You just want to make sure it's like even on both sides. It looks pretty even. Okay. Next, to sharpen up my side lines right here, I used the concealer I went in with earlier, my Toffee, and I just line it straight across the top like this. So like straight across like this, like that, and then straight across on that side, on this other side. And then I take my mini sponge. I do recommend you guys invest in a mini sponge because those can get in places, you know, bigger sponge can't get in as much. So you just blend that out, and then once you blend that out, it looks like sharp at the end. It doesn't look like, you know, anything's, you know, there. Like it basically like hides the excess eyeshadow that may have gotten on your skin. So that's it for my eyes. And then I'm gonna use my spoolie to kind of to brush out my eyelashes. All right, now we're gonna move on to foundation. Okay, so before I do my foundation, I like to hide like my blemishes or like, you know, small pimples you may have with my concealer. So I'm gonna go back in with that. Oh wait, I forgot a step. Oh my god, I forgot a step, y'all. Prime your face before you do any makeup. So this is a drugstore product as well. This is the e.l.f. Face Hydrating Primer, and this is like about $6 or $7 in Target. That's where I get mine. And you just want to apply that all over your face and rub that in. You always want to make sure you guys prime your face before you put on any makeup to save your skin. You know, save your skin from, you know, any like blemishes or anything like that. Okay, so after that, I conceal my face. So I put any like red marks I might have or like dark marks that I want to, like, you know, hide. I use my concealer and I just put that in the spots where I'm trying to hide. So then you're gonna just blend that in. Like that. You guys see? Okay. Yeah, see, blend that in. I hope you guys are like seeing me good. I hope the light isn't too bright. This is my first makeup tutorial, so bear with me, okay? Bear with me. So I'm gonna just add a little bit more eyeshadow to my left side because when I went up close, it looked like it was a little darker on my right side than my left, so I'm just gonna add a little more. Yeah, okay. Back in business, y'all. All right, now we're just going to add in, now we're going to do my foundation. Okay, I kind of turned the brightness down so you guys can like see the whole effect or whatever. But now we're going to do my foundation. So the foundation I'm going to use is the Maybelline Matte Poreless Foundation, and my shade is 355 Coconut. This foundation is a really good like matte foundation. This was the first foundation I used before I moved on to like my more expensive foundations. But this foundation is really good. It's $6, I believe, at Target. And to blend it, I use my sponge brush, but I always wet like this part of my sponge before I blend it, so that way it gives me like a more, you know, even blend, I guess. Okay, when I apply my foundation, I put a dab on like the back of my hand right here, and I just push them out like a good amount. So like this much, and then I use like a application brush. So I just use this brush right here, and I just even it out on my skin. So like I'll just put it like around like that. Right, then I'm just gonna apply this first. Let me turn the brightness on. Alright, so now I'm just gonna blend this out. Make sure you get everywhere, even your neck. Make sure you distribute it evenly out. And when you blend it underneath your eyes, make sure you look up so that way it can like get in your creases and everything. So like that, just look up. I think this is a good, let me show y'all like that. This is a good application. I'm not gonna apply anymore because this is like a good amount. Let me turn it back up. Okay, so now we're gonna do, I always use the pointy part right here, and I always go in like above my hairline, so that way you can like blend it out with your hairline as well. So that way I'm looking like, you know, like two different like, I'm trying to like find the good lighting so I can see everything, so it won't look like too, you know, ridiculous. Okay. So now let me wipe off this extra foundation, and then I'll come back with my concealer. Okay, for concealer, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee, and I'm gonna apply that under my eyes, on my forehead, and above my lip. So I don't like to use a lot of concealer, because personally I just don't like a lot of concealer. So I just use like that much. Oh, and I got this concealer from Target as well. This concealer is about like, I think it's either like $5 or $6. It's in that range. I just put that like that. And then put it on my other side. Then I put it on my forehead. And then I put it straight down like the bridge of my nose. Like that. That's not even, but you got the point. And then I like to put it at the side right here because I kind of have like dark spots at the side right there, so I just put it right there. On my nose, and then I'll put some on my chin. Alright, then on top of this concealer, in order to like kind of, you know, brighten it up, I put LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is a shade Fawn. This is the shade right before Toffee, and I put this to kind of brighten up my concealer. But I just put like a dab of that, and I put that on top of Toffee to kind of like, you know, brighten it up. And I only put it like on the bridge of my nose. I put it like right here in this back, like this smack dead middle right bridge of my nose. Put a little bit on my chin. And then I put it on my forehead as well. So I let my concealer sit for like about 5 minutes. And then while I'm doing that, I go around and I contour the rest of my face. So for my contour, I use the True Complexion contour palette, but this shade for my contouring, I use the medium to dark shade. And to contour, I use the contour color, which is this dark brown right here. And I just use an application brush like this, like a brush like this, and I just apply that to my forehead, like that, and I just go straight across. So I just go around my forehead like that. You can make it into a line if you want, or you could just do like little dots. It's up to you. And then I put my contour like this, and I just like I put it up. I watched a video and she was like, it's not good to contour downwards, so I'm contouring upwards to see if I see like a difference. Up. You can bring it all the way up if you want. So like if you want to bring it like that, and then just do it on your other side as well. Like that. And And then I just contour the bottom right here. So I just put a straight line across like that. I hope you guys can see that. So just like down here. And then straight across right here. And then I contour my nose. So I go like in this little strip right here. I'm gonna try to do it closer so you guys can see. And I just go like around the concealer that I did earlier. So I just put it around the base of my nose. And then I put some up here. But I don't drag it all the way up because when you blend it out, the excess that you blend out from bottom right here, you can just drag it to the top. And then I just go like in a circular motion like this. Like that. So that's all the places I contour. So I'm gonna let my concealer sit for like 5 minutes and then I'll be back to blend that out, and then I'll blend out my contour and everything like that. So BRB. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes and now we're just going to blend out my contour and my concealer and everything. For my concealer, I use a brush like this. I got this brush from Five and Below. Five and Below has some really good sponge brushes, so I highly suggest you guys go get some from Five and Below. They have some really good sponge brushes. But I just blend this all out with, I blend my concealer out with this brush right here. And then you just like that, and then you just blend everything out. And then when you blend out your eyes, you always want to look up. So look up so that way it is increased when you're like blending everything else. Just look up like this. And when I blend out my eye concealer, I don't like to drag it down. So like if it's only in this area right here, I'll blend it up and then I'll just leave it in this area right here. I don't like, you know how some people, they like to like drag it all the way down here? I don't like to do that. That's just personally me. I don't like to do that. But if that suits what you like to do, then I highly suggest you do it. But personally, just for me, I don't like doing that. Alright, and just blend all that out. Alright, so now that all our concealer is blended out, we're just going to add some dimension back to our face by blending out our contour. So for my contour, I just take a brush like this. This is the Real Techniques. This was a part of a pack I got at Walmart. It's the Real Technique brand, and this brand is a really good brand when it comes to like blending everything out. So you're just going to blend it like this. So just blend the bottom like this. So you can get your face contour at the bottom. You just blend your other side like this. And then for my contour at the side, you always want to brush up so it brings your face like, whoop, you know, dimension. I don't know how to describe it, but once you do it, you'll see what I mean. So just always brush it up. So just brush it like this. Like that, and then you're just going to do it to the other side as well. Always brush it up. The more brush you do, and like the more like, you know, sponging you do, the more like contouring you do, it'll like blend everything. Your hand will get tired, but you know, it'll be worth it in the end because everything will be like, you know, blending correctly. And then for my forehead, I just brush it back into my hairline. My hand getting tired, y'all. So now that everything is kind of like, you know, blended in, I'm trying to see which lighting is better, y'all. If this one's better or this one's better. Alright, so yeah, you guys can see this one, but okay. Alright, so now that everything's blended, we're going to contour my nose. So contour my nose. I contour my nose twice. That's just my personal preference. I like to have like a snatched shaped nose. So for my contouring twice, I just go back in with the same contour color and I just do it like this. But I do it lighter the second time so it won't look, you know, too like crazy. Like that, and then I use the brush like this. This is a Real Technique brush as well, and I just blend that out. Oh my god, no. But let me just brush it out because I forgot I used that to brush on my eyeshadow. I'm gonna brush that on my concealer brush. And then, so I go in with my concealer sponge to like basically like get any like parts that, you know, just basically just like blend in everything that might be like not blended in, because like your concealer has your excess concealer on it, some of your foundation, you know, so it just blends in all the colors that you may not, you know, you may need to blend in. All right, so that's how we do that. So you guys can see so far. I hope the lighting is not bad, y'all. So I can like actually see. All right, guys. So next step is powder. And powder just basically like gives you that like matte finish look, and it basically like brings everything together. So for my powder, I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is in the shade 330 Toffee. And this is also a drugstore product, y'all. And this is like $5 or $6 at Target. Most of my products I got at Target. You can get some at Walmart as well, but most of them I got at Target. So for my powder, I just use a blending brush like this. I got this from Five and Below. I'm telling y'all, like Five and Below has some really good powder brushes. I mean, I said powder brushes, blending sponges. So yeah, I just use like this, and I just go in right here, tap it below like this, and I just like blend that out. Yeah, I love powder because I feel like it just like brings in your makeup. After you get done with everything, it just like finishes, you know, like everything off. And then basically all the spots where you concealed at is where you want to go back and add your powder in. All right. Basically just set all that with the powder, and I like to put some powder like the bridge of my nose right here, and then just like pop that up. So like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fix up my eyebrows a little bit because it kind of got lost in the powder. So I'm just gonna like color it in a little bit, you know, bring that color back to it so it won't get lost. And then just brush it out. Like that. Okay, so now to set well hold on, I'm gonna go back in and just contour a little bit more so it can kind of like bring my you know, bring that powder in that we just contoured, complete that look. But I don't go back in as heavy with my contour the second go around, so I just do like dab 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 just blend this out to get like that finishing contour look. Alright, so now, so to basically set everything off, we've done our concealer, we've done our powder, we've done our contour, we've done our foundation. So now we're gonna do, to set everything, I like to go in with finishing powder, and this is the Maybelline as well. Most of this brand is Maybelline. Maybelline is a really good, affordable drugstore makeup brand. So I just go with the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is in the shade 35 Deep. Like I say, y'all, all the products I use are going to be down below, so you guys can go down there for yourself and see everything. So this makes a lot of mess, so I'm gonna do it back here. You guys may not be able to see this one because this one makes a lot of mess, but I just take a big brush like this. This is a Real Technique brush as well. This is a blush brush, but I use it as a finishing brush. So I use I take some and then I put it in here, and then I dab off the extra because like too much be coming off, and I don't be going that all in my face. But like I say, it's really messy, so like whenever you use this, make sure you got like a towel or something to put below it because your body gets really messy. And then I just basically use that to set my face. So just like go over like that, and this basically just like brings, you know, that deep color, you know, back into my face. Alright, so now that we've done that, next we're gonna move on to blush, setting spray, and my lip gloss. Alright, so I like to spray my face with setting spray before I apply my blush and my highlight and everything like that, so that way it will stick better. So I use the NYX Dewy Finish, you guys can see it, but this is the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. This is also a drugstore product. I got it at Target as well, and this ranges from, I believe, $6 to $7. So I just spray that all over my face. So just hold it back and then spray. So I just let that, you know, kind of cool off. I like to blow it. I like to fan it. I like to fan it so it'll get all that. And then to like make the moisture soak in, I go with my concealer sponge and I just like press it. I don't blend, I just press. So just go in and just press. So don't blend anything, don't like try to move anything around, just press. Go around and just press. So that way it'll like put all that extra moisture into your skin. So just go ahead and press. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to blush. So my blush I'm gonna use is from Ulta. It was a part of like a, let me show y'all my case that my mom got me for Christmas. Let me show you, hold on. Alright, so this is a case my mom got me for Christmas. It's so cute, y'all. Like, it's pink and it has like a whole bunch of makeup stuff inside. So it has like eyeshadow colors, and then it has blush, highlighters. This is for your eyebrows, and then it comes with lip glosses, a blush powder, and this is where my eyeshadow pencil that I used earlier, it came from this as well. And then it comes with eyeshadow primer, and then it also comes with face primer as well. So I use a blush from here, and the blush that I use is the pink blush shade. So it's this pink shade right here. And then I use the blush brush, and I just apply that to my face. So just dab a little bit, because I don't like using a lot of brush, so I just like use that like that. Because this pink is kind of very pigmented, so it like, you guys can like see a little bit of it, but I don't use a lot of it because I just feel like, personally, I just don't like a lot of blush. So if you're a person who likes blush, then you know a lot of blush is used for you, but personally for my preference, I don't like a lot of blush. So for my highlighter, I'm going to be using my True Complexion contour palette, and the shade, it comes with this really nice gold highlighter. Y'all, look at that highlighter. It's like so gold and pigmented. You guys see it? It's like a really pretty highlighter. So I use this brush. It's from Real Techniques. This is a setting brush, and this is number 402. So all these brushes come with numbers on it, so I'll leave all that, like I said, in the description box below. So I just take a little bit of highlighter and then put it right here. So just like brush it like that. You see it? And then put it on my other side. I like a lot of highlighter. That's just me. I like to dab on my forehead as well. And I use my fingers to dab it on my nose. So like take some, put on your fingers, and then I put it on my nose. And then I also put it right here. I think I kind of put too much on my nose. It's okay, you can blend it out. But yeah, I personally like a lot of highlighter. I just feel like it brings that, you know, that golden look to your face. So I personally like a lot of highlighter. So you kind of blend that out. Alright, so now that we're done with the highlighter, we're going to go in and we're going to set the face one more time. Alright, so now that we have our foundation on, we have our concealer, we have our contoured skin, we have the blush, we have the highlighter, eyeshadow, you guys can see everything. Now we're just going to set the face again. So I set it one more time. Just use the spray. Like that. Then you fan it once again. And then use the concealer brush and just press that out. Alright, so now for the lips, we are going to use, alright, to outline my lips, I use my Pretty in Mink pencil that I used on my eyebrows earlier. So I just use that to outline my lips. So alright, now that that's outlined, kind of rub it in. Use your fingers to kind of like, you know, bring it down like that. And I'm just going to use this lip gloss that I got from my Ulta kit, and I'm just going to apply it. It has like a lot of nice sparkles and stuff, so I like, and you just apply that to your lips. Like that. Alright, and then to add on, you know, shimmer and like shine, I'm just going to use this lip gloss that I got from e.l.f. It's kind of done y'all, so I can't like show y'all. It's just a lip gloss from e.l.f. And I'm just going to apply that on top of it. So, like this. So this is the finished product. I'm gonna come back in a few. Let me take my hair down and everything so I can show you guys the finished product and show you guys it up close and everything. BRB. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my first makeup tutorial. I'm gonna do a part 2, but I'm gonna do more high-end products so you guys can see the difference from like drugstore to like high-end products. But I hope you guys enjoy. Here's a close look. Look at that highlight. Period. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, you know, to like, comment any future videos you guys want to see, and subscribe so you guys can join the fun over here and see more of me. Please leave topics down below that you guys want me to do. I'm open to doing anything. Thank you guys for the continued support. At the end of the video, I'm gonna like show in like different lighting so you guys can see my makeup from like different lighting and everything instead of this like annoying room light. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming back to see me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.